cannot confirm these at this time. Sorry, my producer was deaf, so couldn't hear what I was saying. So I'm gonna start that again. We're just gonna restart because my producer was not on. Alright, welcome back to CBS Evening News. I am your host, Henry Taylor. We're going to get right into it. I apologize for the delay and the technical difficulties. My producer had some technical difficulties outside, but we're going to get right back to it. So, we're going to start off tonight's news feed with yet another story about the Vice President of the United States. According to CBS News this evening, drugs have allegedly been found at the Naval Observatory. The Vice President has opened his home up to inspection by the Secret Service and relevant law enforcement agencies. Although we cannot confirm these rumors at this time, and no press releases have been put out by the Secret Service nor the Vice President, we are still looking into the matter extremely for any it's under or alcohol better. My bad. This information is not a surprise to anyone here at CBS, and I know it's not a surprise to the people of the United States. The Vice President has been under fire recently. We're gonna start from the beginning. Good. Sorry, my Wi-Fi is a little bit iffy. News. Oh, okay. I'm literally gonna kill myself. I'm Henry Taylor. Welcome back to CBS Evening News. I'm gonna take a drink because this is the third time doing this shit and I need to be not sober. I'll get it. Yeah, I'm not speaking right now, dipshit. Sorry. Just restart, I guess. Restart. Restart for the fucking fourth time, I guess. Welcome back to CBS Evening News. I'm your host, Henry fucking Taylor. We're gonna get right into the news. Breaking news. Breaking news, drugs have allegedly been found at the Naval Observatory. The Vice President has opened his home to inspection by the Secret Service and relevant law enforcement agencies. CBS cannot confirm these rumors. I know fucking well you people can hear me. This is not a surprise to anyone at CBS News. Or to the American people, for that matter, because the Vice President has been under fire a lot lately, and it's just, we don't know when it's going to stop. The Secret Service nor the Vice President's staff have put out any statement on whether these allegations are true or whether a investigation has been put up. CBS has reached out for a statement. No statement has been given. This is an updating story on the vice president, and we will bring you live updates as we can. We are getting we're getting an anonymous report right now from the Naval Observatory. A whistleblower within his staff, the vice president's staff, has said Vice President Kays assaulted an intern at the Naval Observatory violently and sexually after the bad press from last night's show on CBS Evening News. So, obviously the vice president's in some deep shit, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously this man's needs are not being met by his wife, and obviously he's an alcoholic. Now I'm going to take a drink of my alcohol. In other news, Senate Majority Leader Calvin Carter was found dead in his D.C. home this evening. Authorities are reporting that he was murdered with gunshot wounds. He was officially pronounced dead at 5:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time by authorities from his local town. This is sad to hear, unfortunately, the Senate Majority Leader being found dead in his home. This is terrible. We're all grieving this man. Maybe that he's dead. Now someone that can actually host Senate sessions will become the Senate Majority Leader. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But we're all grieving this very sad and disappointing death. I know. Well, I'm not going to sit up here and say some guy's death is bad. I mean, it's good. We're all sadly grieving. I'm not saying that. But it is still an ongoing investigation as to whether foul play was involved in this man's death, and the story is still updating. Now, on to other news for today. A story that we broke yesterday has been updated, and Spirit Airlines has released a statement regarding the recent shooting on one of their flights. This is from Washington, D.C. A company spokesperson for Spirit Airlines has told the Washington Post that one of the flight attendants on board yesterday's flight, which was caught in Haitian rebel gunfire, has been injured and is currently being treated in Miami. The spokesperson said the plane that was involved in this incident has been taken to a hangar where an inspection will occur to ensure that the plane can resume operations. We send our prayers to the family of the flight attendant injured. Spirit Airlines continues to monitor all of our planes to ensure passenger safety. CBS also sends out their prayers to the flight attendant that was injured in this tragic event, and to the people that were flying Spirit. Why? Just why? In other news, Speaker Evan Buckley has resigned from the speakership for personal reasons, and the House quickly selected former Vice President Matthew O'Toole as the new Speaker of the House. This was not a surprise to me, and I'm sure it wasn't a surprise to anyone. Matthew O'Toole is more than qualified to serve as the Speaker of the House. He's a good friend of mine. He is a good friend of the country's and a true American patriot and Republican, and I'm glad to see him swiftly becoming the Speaker of the House. We're going to go over to some polling real quick. Let's get the polling onto the screen. We're getting live polls from CBS News. This poll is asking, is President Bennett a good president? This poll has been on for about 24 hours. 62% of Americans approve of President Bennett. Meanwhile, 38% disapprove of President Bennett. This was completely flipped 24 hours ago, so it's interesting to see how support for President Bennett has rose in the last, few times, in the last day. But it's interesting to see what the country thinks about President Bennett, especially after all of these allegations coming out about his vice president. And I'd love to see a poll done by CBS News asking if they think the vice president is a good president, because I personally do not think so. And I would like to see what the American people think about this as well. In other news, last night, President Bennett met with the Senate Democratic leadership directly after my show last night, calling out Bennett for his ineffectiveness. President Bennett reported that the meeting was a great success and the Senate will convene tomorrow for an opening session, which, newsflash, did not happen. Probably because the Senate Majority Leader was killed, and then now no one really knows what's going on in the Senate Democrats right now. So it's kind of just a shit show, if you ask me. In other news about President Bennett, last night President Bennett also made a rather late address to announce his nomination of Antonin Scalia, sounds like an Italian mobster, to be an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court. This marks Bennett's second nomination of a Supreme Court Justice, the first being Bob Virginia Jamal Gina M2, what the fuck? Bob Virginia Jamal Gina, insert Roman numeral, the third junior senior, whom was nominated to be a Chief Justice and is still pending Senate nomination. Senate confirmation. Bob Virginia Jamal Gina. Yep, there he is right there sitting next to President Bennett. That, again, is Bob Virginia Jamal Gina, insert Roman numeral, the third junior senior, who was nominated to be Chief Justice and is currently awaiting Senate confirmation. Oh, my apologies. I'm being told that it is actually Bob Vagina Jamal Gina. My bad. Bob Vagina, insert Roman numerals, the third junior senior. There we go. Vagina. We're getting an anonymous report from the White House that there was a hunting rifle found in the West Wing in the vicinity of the office of the Vice President. There was also marijuana and heroin found in the Vice President's office, stuffed in drawers, spelled wrong, by the way, and such, along with a white powder. CBS News cannot confirm this. This is just a whistleblower coming from the White House. So I suppose we'll see what happens in developments here. Yeah, where is the president? Breaking news. Where is the president? He's been gone all day. He hasn't been here. Where is the president? In other news, not related to me, but my dear brother, Senate Minority Leader Henry Taylor, last night was caught on camera receiving sloppy toppy from the president's daughter. This is unbelievable, and I only have one thing to say to my brother, and that is, you go, buddy. You go, buddy. So that is breaking news from the Senate Minority Leader. That's the difference between the Republicans and Democrats, ladies and gentlemen. The Senate Democrats die, and the Senate Republicans get head from the president's daughter. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting a call in from not a call, but a text in from the Secretary of State. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Give me a second. As the Secretary of State, Stephanie Coleman, who personally works with the Vice President, the VP has been severely dealing with an awful and increasing health decline. While I addressed the Vice President about these accusations and how he has been working due to his fitness decline, other aides tell me that the Vice President may be suffering from a death-like disease that is right unknown, and hasn't been unraveled by the Vice President or any of his special advisors. The State Department would like to revitalize everyone to make sure that they are aware that the Vice President is not the government, but is working as one of the second highest level government positions. And we need to focus on the rigid profession that is this administration and country have ahead of them. I don't know what that is. I That's too much words. I'm not gonna lie. Too many words. But yep, that's from the Secretary of State, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting a text in. A anonymous texter, CBS Watcher, has said, Vice President is an absolute whore who likes to abuse his senators. He abused me into resigning. Says former senator that served under Vice President Case. So obviously, guys, the Vice President, it's not looking good, so hot for the Vice President right now. It's not looking so hot for the Democratic Party right now. I must say, it's not looking so hot, ladies and gentlemen. To come up and talk about this, we're going to bring up former President. Oh, we're getting a poll. CBS News is getting a poll. Is Vice President Case a good Vice President? A whopping 89% disapprove of him as Vice President. Meanwhile, 11% approve of him as Vice President. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. To come speak on this, we're going to bring up the former President pro tempore of the United States Senate, Mr. Edward J. DuPont. Let's get Eddie Boy up here.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. President pro tempore?
I'm doing great. I woke up today, ate a salad. Like many people here don't eat salads, but that's not the point.
No.
And I did my jogging workout. I went to work, did my studies, and I'm good to go.
So what do you think about all this going on? The Vice President under heavy turmoil, the president nowhere to be found, the Democratic Party seemingly collapsing. What do you have to say about all this?
All I gotta say, Vice President, is how how did you get chosen as Vice President? Who let this happen? Who decided to say this guy's a druggie? Let's put him in the VP position. And I hope he's in here listening because he needs to hear this. There's no need for you in this position. You can go ahead and leave now. You go ahead and go somewhere else because no one here wants you in this position. Besides that one person who voted in that poll saying yes. And that person, I'm not gonna call them out, but they can also go to hell. Oh, I didn't say that. I think it is disgraceful that he is having drugs in the Naval Observatory, in a great institutional place, and I think that this man needs to step aside, or in the very moments, apologize. He has not apologized for anything. He is ghetto. He is from the hood. I know a lot of people from the hood.
Yeah.
I'm not friends with them for good reasons.
I'm pretty sure his staff has seen him sagging those suit pants of his around his office. Yeah, pretty sure he's over there sagging.
This is ridiculous. This guy's a druggie. This guy's a drunkie. How is this man in this office? I don't understand. I'm baffled at this. I'm baffled that he decided not to stop doing this as soon as he became the VP. It makes sense. Maybe he done this in the past. Maybe that's fine. But now it's like, maybe change.
Rejoin the fucking game, you dipshit. My bad. Keep going.
All right, thank you. So that's my topic on the VP. I think this dude, he's too ghetto for the office. He's too much he's too messy for that office. Or the current speaker, Mr. O'Toole, could be in that position, or somebody. Not this dude. This dude ain't doing anything. He walks around, complains, says, "I'm not doing any of this stuff. I'm not doing any drugs or any of that." Then gets raided.
Completely.
Let's not play ourselves. He got raided. He did not say like, "Yeah, I'll let you all in." They probably had a warrant, but they just want to keep it secret,
Mm-hmm.
And then the president's saying there's nothing going on. There's nothing. And then he's saying there's something going on. There's drugs and everything. And then all of a sudden saying deleting his chat, saying nothing's going on. And then today, raise your hand, you found the president, because I haven't.
Now the vice president goes around saying, "Work hard, work hard." Sir, the only thing that's hard is the drugs that you're doing and your cock.
Right. Oh. Well, I'm gonna stay away from that second part, but the first part, yeah. Um, and the president, nowhere to be found. The first lady's even more foundable, and that's because she's big. You can see her big round head. As she says, "I have a roundable head," like I saw on Twitter. You can see her more than the president himself, and that's just a disgrace. There might be the president, the vice president doing drugs and drinking and shit like that. We see them more often than the president. He might just be a puppet.
Yep.
So these things are these is baffles me. And I want to speak of something else now about the majority leader, the former majority leader. God bless his soul. But the one thing I do gotta say about that, to the killer, to whoever shot him, how'd you find him? How'd you find him?
I can't
That's
even
all.
find him.
That's my question. How the hell did you find him? Because I don't. No one knows where he's at. But then the one that killed him somehow knows where he's at. So I'm confused. I'm confused as hell. How do you find him? No one from the Senate chamber knew where he's at. But yet that person who shot him up knew. Might have been if that's the case. It might have been the vice president. He drinking and stuff like that. He probably knew where he was and then decided to cap him up. Start digging. I mean, okay, let me rephrase this. What I mean is, the majority leader, the former majority leader, was absent from many sessions from his post, for a long time, and then all of a sudden he's found up dead. So my question is, how they find him? Probably staged it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised they probably staged it. Point is, only one person knows where he was. And I'm glad they shot. Let me rephrase that. I'm glad they found him. Sadly, they found him under more morticianary stance, but they probably already found him stiff. But that's not the point. Point is,
Exactly.
our government is dysfunctional. Democratic Party is failing us, failing our nation, failing the nation, the community that I once was part of as a PPT, where it was popular, it was active, it had a great stability. But now it's just like that Jenga right there. It's just Jenga with Mitt Romney. And
Well,
you ain't gonna win because that thing you put one is it basically it's like the whole with Jenga block, and then now we're already on the last block. We're already on the last block where drug the White House drugs are in the Naval Observatory. Democratic leaders are getting shot up. We this is ridiculous. Something needs to be done. I hope that every American citizen votes red in this next election. And I hope every citizen votes common sense. We can't have big ladies as first ladies and hoodlums and vice presidency and no nowhere to be found presidents and shot up majority leaders. We can't have that. So that's all I got to say about that, and that's the bottom line. Thank you.
Well, thank you for coming up. We have another poll coming up right now. 11% still approve of the vice president, and a whopping 89 disapprove of the vice president. We are getting inside information from the Office of the Secretary of State. The Secretary of State has advised the vice president to resign, and the vice president has responded to their office with and I quote, "Yeah, I think I have to do that." And now rumors are also coming out that the vice president says if he steps down, he recommends Stephanie Coleman for vice president of the United States. That is what I am hearing right now. He's recommending Stephanie Coleman to become vice president of the United States. This is a terrible thing, ladies and gentlemen. A terrible thing. We're going to bring up former President Virgil Rickles to come speak on these topics. He's calling in. Good afternoon. So what do you have to say about all of this, Mr. Rickles?
But he was, an upstanding guy. He had a lot of promise going. But the past couple of weeks and days, it's been proven that I've been greatly mistaken. You know, I don't know how such a figure who, I still say I have respect for, could overlook two of the things you need in the vice president. He didn't not look into his personal life. If I found out my VP was a was an addict and an alcoholic and domestic abuser, I want his resignation on my desk instantly. That's how Spiro Agnew left. That's how all of them left. But if we want our president, if we want our country to succeed, we need our president to succeed. And the only way he can succeed is if this vice president resigns. Because we can't have.
We're getting word, I'm going to cut you off real quick. We're getting word from an anonymous advisor to the vice president that the vice president has sent a draft of his resignation speech to top advisors in which he stated, and I quote, "Fuck this shit. I'm out. Y'all are retards." In that voice exactly.
It's about time. I mean, I really, that's literally, yeah, that's it. It's about time. I mean, I expect the president to accept that resignation. I expect the president to pick somebody worthy of the office of vice president. And we should give the president the benefit of the doubt in this.
So, hearing that the recommended vice president is Stephanie Coleman, what do you have to say about that?
Funny enough, when James Lord ran against me in 2000, Stephanie Coleman was his VP candidate. She's very experienced, I tell you what. But I really don't think she can canvass the support of both houses of Congress to become vice president. But that's ultimately up to the president, and that's up to Matt O'Toole, and that's up to whatever they say. And if they can cool whip the votes on this, that's for them. That's good for them, but I don't know.
Indeed. And now we're getting word from the White House that the vice president is not resigning, apparently. Everyone in this administration seems all over the place. You got the Secretary of State's office saying that he's resigning. You got the White House saying he's not resigning.
Jesus.
It seems like this administration is all over the place right now. As Katy Perry would say, you're hot and you're cold, you're yes and you're no, you're in and you're out, and you're up and you're down. It's wrong when it's right, it's black it's white. You feel me?
Hold on. Yes, I do feel you. This is just insane. Look, when I was president, and when Gavin Fisher was president, and when the guy after me was president, we all had, a stable and consensus cabinet and a consensus on what we wanted to do when we governed. Like, ask anybody who was around when I was president. Me and Tommy Wayne, my Secretary of State, were kicking around in our UN, having a blast, and freaking making alliances, and everybody knew that President Rickles was the foreign policy president. Everybody knew. That's a fact. I don't know what this president is. I really don't. I don't know if he wants to be, the immigration president, the education president, the Social Security president. I don't know. I really don't. Because off of what I've seen right now, he's the can't get his house in order president. Can't get his house in order. And we cannot have that in the West Wing. We cannot have that in the White House. We cannot have one branch of our government getting shot in the foot every day because they can't come they can't come together, and they can't, put two heads together and come up with a solid message and idea. The sooner this administration gets a message and look past the vice president and look past the secretaries who resigned and look past everything and get a clear and concise message, is the day this country starts succeeding.
I agree. Well, thank you for calling in, Mr. Rickles.
Yeah.
In memory of Vice President Kays, I'm currently finger licking some KFC right now. It's just kind of bussing. Give me a sec. It's finger licking good, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're getting word from the White House in a new statement that states Vice President Anton Kays, is not resigning. The Secretary of State is completely out of line and making a play for power. The President is deliberating on dismissing the Secretary of State. That is what was just put out from the Secretary of State. From the White House regarding the Secretary of State. This show is sponsored by KFC. We're going to bring up a citizen caller, a concerned citizen. Noda Alt.
Hi, hello.
Hello there.
I am American attorney, jurist, RUSA, and AS vice president. Hunger Games romantic fanfic writer. Noda, are we human or are we alter? I just want to say that I think the vice president is completely out of line when he uses my tax dollars to buy the most mid substances out there. In fact, I don't think he went all out enough. I think he should have thrown a rager in the Naval Observatory.
Based.
Yes, in fact, the Naval Observatory is designed for parties. I've been in the Naval Observatory. I was in the Naval Observatory in RUSA and AS when I was vice president. I mean, I was kind of inactive most of my term, but I was still a pretty good vice president. Anyways, it's designed for ragers, and if he's going to do it, then we should all be able to do it. In fact, I'm calling for legalization of whatever he was on. Hold on, 1 second. Anyways, I think that the vice president should step down and let me be vice president because I can actually throw a party. This guy's lame. This guy's dumb. You don't just try to hide it. In fact, when I do this stuff when I'm vice president, at least I'm honest about it. When I commit crimes in office, I'm honest about it. And in fact, I think the reason that I commit crimes in office is because Sergeant Man wrote. Yes, I think he's to blame for all of this. Sergeant Man wrote. He dealed the vice president all his illegal substances. Sergeant Man Roblox is to blame for the Roblox obesity epidemic. How did I get you? All right, that's it.
Cool. Type shit. Outstanding from a concerned citizen. Okay. It's a lot of yap. The White House has come out. The Vice President has just come out with a statement. It is disgusting that the news would like to assume the place which I handle my personal life to the media that was in the Naval Observatory, which is my home, and I can do as I please. It's embarrassing that the media is attempting to take me out and down as Vice President. I'm not sure if we have government officials funding these companies to take me and the administration down, leaving a trail open to another person. May God bless the United States. That's a lot of interesting stuff, Mr. Vice President. However, I don't think you addressed the allegations of everything that you've been accused of. That was a whole lot of nothing, Mr. Vice President. I don't know what you're trying to hint there, but the next thing that should come out of your writing mouth should be your resignation, Mr. Vice President. It should be your resignation. The American people think so. Let's get that poll up real quick. We're gonna take a look at the poll, the recent poll from CBS News. It is updated since then, but someone's fucking with the poll. Twenty 25% of individuals, I'm just going to go with what it was. 25% of individuals approve of, it should be 25 and 75. 25% of, I guess 33% of individuals approve of Vice President K's as Vice President. Dude, I'm gonna can't even breathe. 33% of people approve of Vice President Keyes as Vice President. Meanwhile, 67% disapprove of him as Vice President. This looks like grounds for a resignation. I mean, people don't like you, Mr. Vice President. I don't like you, Mr. Vice President. Yet, you're still here. I don't understand why. How is it 38% and 64%? We're getting inside news from CBS, from a whistleblower within the administration again, saying that President Bennett has asked the Vice President to resign from office. The Vice President has been asked by the President to resign. You're hearing it here. You're hearing it here. We're still unsure if the Vice President will go through with a resignation, but we are hoping that he does. We are now taking calls in for anyone that would like to call in to the show. Anyone. Doesn't look like we're getting any call. Oh, we have a call from Senator Edward Murdoch, the Republican senator from Texas. Oh, never mind. He doesn't want to. Oh, we're getting another call in from Senator Blackhall, the Republican senator from Louisiana.
Hello?
Hello there, Senator.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just watching my television show.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
What are you doing?
You know what? I'm pounding myself with alcohol right now. That's about it.
Oh, I see. How's that treating you?
Oh, it's treating me just fine, Senator.
What are you drinking?
Whiskey.
That's a good man's drink.
Oh, yeah.
A good man's drink.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a Scotch man myself, but I respect a whiskey man.
Mm-hmm. I respect the Scotch.
Yeah. So, you got a little show going on here, are you? I see. I didn't know that.
I do.
What have you been talking about?
The Vice President's illegal drug use, pretty much.
Oh my God. What kind of drugs has he been taking?
You know what? I heard cocaine was found.
Oh,
like the cheap cocaine, not like the good cocaine that
lightweight cocaine.
That we're
Everybody
using.
Takes cocaine. Look. All right, look. This is what I'm going to say. I think the vice president is a pussy. I mean, cocaine is lightweight shit. He needs to be taking at least heroin.
Listen,
for a job like that.
what I'm saying, Senator, is if the vice president is not doing 3 rounds of chemotherapy every night, is he really taking illicit drugs?
I don't know what he's doing. I don't want to know what he's doing. He seems like a very, very weird man. I don't want anything to do with him. Who is the vice president? I don't even know who the vice president is. Who is it?
It's that hood rat Anton Kays.
Oh, I see. I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, he's kind of hood. He's kind of hood.
Well, what makes you say that?
Well, I hear that he's been sagging his suit pants all over the Naval Observatory.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you have photographic evidence of this?
Wouldn't you like to know that, wouldn't you?
Well, I mean, if you're making a claim about the vice president, you need to back it up.
Wouldn't you like to see him sagging his pants?
No, I preferably no. I'm not really into black men. I take my coffee light.
Very well.
How about you? Could you go for a dark girl?
Oh no, they're too hairy for me. It's like Bigfoot down there.
Jesus. I don't know what to talk about, man. I mean, what else is there to talk about? What else has been going on?
The Senate Majority Leader killed himself. Well, he was killed.
Who killed him?
I don't know. I don't know how they found him. That was just like the former PPT was saying. Nobody in the Senate could find him, but apparently a shooter could.
Oh.
Oh, we're getting word that the vice president has just resigned.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
What is going on? Is there a full moon out tonight? People are resigning. People are getting shot. What's going on in this country? This is what happens.
We're going into
This is what happens under a Democratic administration. The Republican, the president is a Democrat, right? I just want to make sure.
Nope. This is all the Democrats.
Oh, thank God. I just wanted to be sure. If he was a Republican, I would have to try and spin that, and I don't think I'm in the spinning mood right now.
Nope, no spinning needed to do, Senator.
Okay. That's good. That's great.
Yeah. This is why we only elect vice presidents from rich white neighborhoods and not from O-Block.
Oh, well, that is just very offensive. Oh, my goodness. Why would you say something like that?
Are you from a rich white neighborhood, Senator?
Yes.
Yeah, my point exactly.
I am from a rich white neighborhood. It's very clean. You know, sometimes I go into the city. I took a wrong turn. Someone held up a gun to me and wanted my phone. I was terrified.
Yep. Well, we're getting news that the president forced the vice president to resign, which surprises absolutely nobody. We all knew that.
The plot has thickened. Jesus, it's like a political drama in here. I think we need to call the CEO of Netflix. I think we need to get him down here and start filming, because this is something you see on The Diplomat. You watch The Diplomat? Have you seen that show?
I have. This is like Keeping Up the Kardashians, but it's keeping up with the Democrats.
I am so intoxicated right now. It's not even funny.
Yep, me too, Senator.
Oh, man.
Well, it's great having you up here, Senator.
I am very glad to have talked to you this evening. God bless.
We love talking to you. Hope to hear from you soon, Senator.
All right, thank you. Go fuck yourself. Thank you.
Yeah, you go walk into traffic. You
all right, I'm gonna fuck your wife just like I did the last time.
You gonna let me watch?
I'll talk to you later, buddy.
Yeah, peace.
I'll talk to you later. Tell your whore wife I said hi. All right.
I will. I'll tell her that I want to watch. All right, we're gonna let up. We have a call coming in from another senator, Senator Edward Murdoch.
Hi.
Get out of your no to halt. Oh, okay. Senator Murdoch said, I don't want no to alt calling in
Yes,
again.
you do.
No,
Yes,
I don't. No, I don't. Okay. Oh, calling in, we have the current new Speaker of the House, Matthew O'Toole.
Hello there.
We can
I
hear
didn't
you.
know I was brought up here.
I didn't know you were
okay.
brought up here either. I guess you just butt dialed our station or something.
I think I did. I do have next question.
This is not a press conference.
Oh, it's not. Oh, see, I have no
No.
idea what's going on right now here. What are we talking about here? I just got back from our
The
session.
vice president just resigned.
Thank the Lord. Can we get an amen?
Hey man.
I've been talking about it over and over again. That man was selling crack to the Haitians. I'll tell you what.
That man was a Haitian.
Why else would he have a work visa? And what the hell is the vice president doing with a whole lot of dreads? That's my question. Is that the face of America? No. The face of America, even though there is a drug problem and an opioid crisis currently, that we will fix in the people's house. The face of America is not a drug dealing thug with dreadlocks.
Mm-hmm. That's the face
I'll
of
tell you that right now.
That's the face of East LA. Crip.
And if you think there's a problem with saying that, well, that's too damn bad. That's too damn bad, son. So thank God, I am kind of interested to see who the president will select or nominate as the vice president, because I guarantee you, there is no recess appointing that bad boy. I'll tell you what.
We need a crisp vice president, not a crip vice president.
We do. We need one who acts like he's on cocaine in terms of the energy and the work that he gets done for the American people. Not one that's actually sniffing cocaine off his chiefs of staff's behind, allegedly, in the Naval Observatory.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm kind of interested to see what's going to go down.
Precisely. Well, congratulations on Speaker of the House, Mr. O'Toole. Well deserved. A true Republican American patriot. And it's good to see you back in politics.
Yep. I wish I could say the same.
Fair. Type shit. Thank you for butt dialing our station, Mr. O'Toole.
You're welcome.
God bless. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this looks like the collapse of the Democratic Party. Oh my lord.
Oh shit, I just got warned. Oh, this is not good.
What should you get warned for?
I don't know. I just popped up on my notification feed.
Type shit.
This is not good.
This is bad.
Hey, I don't think. What would I have been warned for? I wasn't being racist.
Justice for you.
Well, I might. I don't know. Am I racist? I don't think so. No. I hate everybody. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry, I was getting a call. But yes, yeah, Democratic Party falling apart. And now, question for you, Senator. We're being told that unofficially from a source within the White House that Evan Buckley is being considered for Vice President of the United States.
Oh, I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who Evan Buckley is?
I don't know anything.
The former Speaker of the House.
Oh. They got the Speaker of the House to be Vice President? I hope he knows how to preside. Well, I don't know. I hope he knows how to be Vice President. I don't know. I'll give him a chance. The Speaker.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you for
making fun of my voice, you rat.
Speaker O'Toole. I don't know how the fuck you're here again.
Wait, what? Oh, Lord.
But
Very
while
well.
you're here,
But you
wha-
said they're gonna make my predecessor the vice president, or they're
That's
going
what-
to try to.
that's what they're saying.
Well, number one, I think it's kind of interesting that the one who didn't have time to represent the people of his own district in the people's house and lead the people's house because he had schoolwork or whatever. Well, number one, I don't even know how a kid in high school was elected Speaker of the House to be 25 to run for office. So that's my first question. My second question is, why is a Republican trying to be nominated to serve in this dwindling, democratic White House? That's my second question. My third question is, does he even have the time to preside over the Senate and execute his duties as vice president if he is going to be nominated?
I don't think he does.
We didn't even see anything from him as speaker.
Nope.
I'll tell you what, I just came from a House session, right, for the opening of the 117th Congress. And guess how many people were there? 3 people. Now, let me tell you right now, that is not a quorum. Both the leaders were nowhere to be found. Half the House is freaking empty. Like, I was handed a pile. Can we curse on here?
I'm sorry.
Can we curse? Can we curse on here?
Sure, I stopped caring a while ago.
Pile of freaking dog shit. And it's my job to clean up his mess, and he's going to try and be vice president. Good luck getting through committee. I'll tell you that right now. I don't care what party you are. If you're going to, you can't even run one branch of Congress, how are you going to run the other branch? Or, as you were, one house, one chamber. How are you going to run the other chamber? I don't know. This is an interesting individual. But then again, I do also hate the Bennett administration, so there's that. Maybe I'm a nephew Nancy.
I don't know how a good Republican patriot could go serve for the Bennett administration.
Well, that's the thing. He's not a good Republican patriot. He left the people behind for a lie about schoolwork. I think he has dementia. Let's put that on the news. Former Speaker of the House, riddled with dementia, says Senator Blackwell. Black Hall.
Riddled with dementia.
Anyway, I guess I'll stay up here since I keep butt down.
Yeah, I don't know how bro keeps being put up here. It's whack.
Might as well
we're
make
gonna
those.
it's based. But we're gonna end this in a few anyway. So thank you for calling in.
Oh, it's Matt. Hi, Matt.
Oh,
we're just getting started.
Oh, okay,
Hi,
cool.
Matt. How are you?
Hello, Prospero. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Mr. President.
I'll tell you.
I would like to have you folks know. It was just my secretary tells me that there's a message coming from not only the president's office but the UN ambassador's office on a proposition they have for me. I have no idea what this job may be, but I can only guess what job it may be since there's a vacancy in the White House.
Confirmed. Automatic confirmed. Recess appoint him. Recess appoint him right now. I'll tell you what. That is a man that we need at the helm of the vice presidency. I'll tell you,
Mr. O'Toole, I've sent you something in your mailbox.
My mailbox.
Your mailbox.
Let me get my aide to go grab it. Oh, very well. I'll travel.
Very well, very well.
But I do find it interesting that
Hello, it's me.
the Secretary of State more or less kind of tried to force the president's hand.
I think people need to clean the cow shit out of their eyes because I am not a woman. I have never been a woman. I would like to be a woman because I would have 2 tits to play with, but I'm not.
Real.
You could be whatever you want to be.
No.
All I know is God is not a woman.
There's a man on your desk, Henry.
I'm aware.
You're right. God isn't a woman because if God was a woman, shit wouldn't be this bad.
We have Speaker of the House Matthew O'Toole in the station with us.
Matt O'Toole isn't black.
I'm a white man. I just got back from Haiti.
He's been tanned.
Wait, then why do you have a high taper fade?
Because I like to present myself orderly.
He's blending in.
Matt O'Toole. This is not the Matt O'Toole.
See if we get. I hear that Virgil Rickles is on his way to the station.
Send me the link right now. I'll pop up.
Virgil Rickles has entered the building.
Oh crap! From the White House Chief of Staff, on behalf of the President, the entire cabinet has been dismissed.
Jesus.
Good.
This
I'll tell you
includes
what,
the Secretary.
that was a cabinet.
This includes everyone.
Outlandish. It all started with that pedophile. What was his name? What was that boy's name? The Commerce Secretary, Johnny Moran.
The Commerce Department.
Johnny Moran. Yeah. Johnny Moran, that piece of garbage.
No justice, no peace, no justice.
He's probably gonna rot in hell with Anton Keys.
Oh, here I come.
But now it's kind of the question of what will the president do?
But I wouldn't trust a president.
We have the former president Virgil Rickles also in the studio with us.
He's still the president. Can I say that out loud?
Can you say what out loud?
Hey, I have a question. Who's that black guy on the right side of the screen?
The president is dead?
What?
Oh my
Where?
God.
Who's
I'm
that?
getting a phone call
The
from my
black
close
guy
friend that
on
the
the-
president
on the-
killed himself.
Right. Who is that?
I don't know.
That's Matthew O'Toole.
Is that why the president is that why the president asked me to be his vice president so he could just
What's
instantly
going
die?
on?
I heard the president shot himself in the face when he tried the cocaine and the crack from his former vice president.
That reminds me of Chandler Foxworth. If anybody understands what I'm talking about.
The White House. The White House tried to delete it, but the White House Chief of Staff announced that the president shot himself. That's what I heard.
Leak it.
The president has shot himself inside his office.
Oh,
So
that means
the vice president has resigned. The president has shot himself. The cabinet has been dismissed. There is no one running our
What's gonna
country.
happen next?
No one is running our country.
I believe Anton Keys is
I have an idea.
to be sworn in.
Ladies and gentlemen,
idea.
our country is being led by literally no one right
Can you
now.
imagine if the president shot himself in the face 10 minutes ago and we had that criminal in the Oval Office?
Mr. O'Toole, I'm being told that because there is no vice president and because the president is dead, you are indeed next in line for the presidency.
That is indeed the line of succession.
That is the line of succession,
Congratulations,
Mr. Speaker O'Toole.
I want to be the first president to say congratulations.
You are the next president of the United States.
Hold on, I'm getting a text message from a drug addict right now.
We did it, Joe.
President of the United States.
Hold on.
Why is there is a shirtless man in Hello
Thank
Kitty
you.
pajamas dancing on?
I will tell you what.
What
This is
is
extremely ghetto.
this studio? What is this studio?
And in an alternate lifestyle or in an alternate universe, there was a United States that got nuked, randomly, and I feel as if this is what's happening again.
Matthew, what are you talking about?
Oh my God, I already have. Oh, you know what? We're gonna play the game.
This is all playing out like a very bad movie.
This is like a bad movie.
This is like Designated Survivor, but like nothing.
White House down.
This is Designated Survivor, but no one blew up. Everyone's just killing themselves.
This is Designated Survivor. It was written
And
by
selling
a
crack.
retard.
Is the Lord that I'm Cornelius Moss then?
Jesus. Terrible, terrible show. Well, the first season was okay. Then it just fell off.
Hey Matt, you want a Tic Tac?
I'll take a Tic Tac.
Okay, here you go.
Why does it taste like that? But I will say,
It's
now that
marshmallow.
I'm
It's fentanyl.
it's fentanyl. Well,
It's trank.
Shit,
Call me
we
Anton
put that
Keys.
over here.
Call me Anton Keys. Why can't we return to the days of like the Rickles administration? We know everybody was like respectable and cordial.
We're on our way back to those days, brother.
You know, when I did cocaine, I didn't do it inside the White House. All right, I'll tell you that.
Why can't we return to the days of, I don't know, 1850?
I respectfully decline.
God damn it!
See,
I'm gonna kill myself now.
I do cocaine off of the former
to the
president's
next.
daughter's ass, but I do it secretly so nobody notices. You just gotta hide it better.
That was incredibly vulgar.
He'd be fired. He'd be fired. Can we get my good friend Prosperous in the studio? I mean Prospero.
Right. I can't join right now. Are you kidding me? I can
Prospero Blackball.
Wait.
That's such a stupid fake name.
Hello, it's me, American Patriot, Noda Alt.
Who the hell is this guy?
Thanks for having me. Anyways,
hey, did you vote for me? How old are you? Were you a voting age in 2000? You guys want to see a funny image? It's a blast from the past.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Me and my associate, Senator Blackhall, need to head to the White House to
He needs to get sworn in.
This thing called an oath of office.
We can do that right here. I can hold.
We could do it right here.
Let's do it right here. I'll hold the Bible. I am a senator.
I need my vice president here.
I'm a senator. Let's get the vice. Who's your vice president?
Me.
I'm the vice president. Hello, how are we doing? I'm the vice president. All right, let's get sworn in here.
Senator, I've sent you
raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will break every.
Nope. All right.
Shut up.
Senator, I've sent you the come to the office. Come to the
Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is just in on CBS News. Only on CBS News will you watch a president get sworn in the studio.
What's your middle name, Matt?
Thank you. I need to turn back.
Oh my God!
Only. Hey, can we get the graphic? Yeah, provisional swearing in of. Yep.
This is the Matt O'Toole I remember.
Yep. Provisional swearing in of POTUS.
Repeat after me. Matthew
Hold up.
O'Toole.
The vice president is here apparently. All right.
I, Matthew Scott O'Toole,
do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
That I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
And will, to the best of my ability. Preserve, protect, and defend. The Constitution of the United States. So help you God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Amen.
Awesome.
Let's get my Veep to be in here.
All right.
Hold up, I'm just gonna lean real.
Blackball, what's your middle name?
I didn't think that far ahead. Just come up with one.
All right. Your middle name is Josiah. All right.
That's a faggoty name, but sure. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's my vice president. I'll tell you what.
That is my vice president.
Repeat after me. I, Prospero Josiah Blackhall.
I, Prospero Josiah Blackhall.
Do solemnly swear. That I will faithfully execute the office of Vice President of the United States. And will, to the best of my ability. Preserve, protect, and defend. The Constitution of the United States. So help me God. Congratulations, Mr. Vice President.
That was not the correct oath, but I'll take it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just watched the president and vice president of the United States in the CBS News station get sworn in.
Amen,
ladies and gentlemen.
Now it's time to...
Amen.
Party. Time to party.
A women.
Oh, shoot. I think it's time for a new VP.
I'm just kidding.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's time for a new VP.
Let's do a little ditty.
Look, my voice may sound gay, but I assure you, the American people, I will be the most homophobic vice president you can imagine. That is my
you heard
I
it
didn't,
here,
I, I
ladies
didn't
and
know the
gentlemen.
president was hip like that. He's doing the floss.
Oh my god.
Come on, man. The dentist called.
Yep, you heard
said
it
I
here,
had to
ladies and
pause.
gentlemen.
We will make America great again.
I'm pledging right now.
No. Let me get you. What is this? Little Nas X? Yeah.
Well, Mass X. This is Project X, if you didn't know.
Project 5.
Project X party at the White House or what? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for tonight.
Parties at my ranch.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, hey, get the camera back on me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been CBS Evening News with your host, Henry Taylor. Crazy show tonight, even crazier show tomorrow night. Thank you for tuning in. God bless America, and God bless all of you. Good night, CBS. Good night, America.